Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro's plane has been seized by U.S. authorities in the Dominican Republic, according to a report. The Dassault Falcon 900, frequently seen with Maduro on state visits worldwide, was confiscated after U.S. officials determined that it had been obtained in violation of U.S. sanctions and other criminal issues, according to two U.S. officials speaking to VOSOX. The plane was flown to Florida by U.S. authorities on Monday, according to the sources. This sends a message all the way up to the top, one U.S. official told VOSOX. The official emphasized that seizing a foreign head of state's plane is unprecedented for criminal matters, sending a clear message that no one is above the law or beyond the reach of U.S. sanctions. Maduro's plane, valued at approximately $13 million, had been in the Dominican Republic for several months, though the reason for its presence there remains unclear. The seizure was a coordinated effort involving multiple agencies, including Homeland Security Investigations, Commerce Agents, the Bureau of Industry and Security, and the Justice Department, according to VOSOX. The U.S. also collaborated closely with the Dominican Republic, which informed Venezuela of the plane's seizure, one U.S. official noted. The next steps involve pursuing forfeiture, which would give the Venezuelan government an opportunity to petition for the aircraft, while evidence is collected from the plane, the report continued. This action marks an escalation in the strained relationship between the U.S. and Venezuela, as the U.S. investigates alleged corruption within the Venezuelan government. Over the years, the U.S. has sought to disrupt financial flows to the Maduro regime, with Homeland Security investigations seizing numerous luxury cars and other assets destined for Venezuela, VOSOX explained. In August, the U.S. declared that there was no evidence supporting Maduro's victory in the recent July presidential election. Secretary of State Antony Blinken criticized the National Electoral Council's vote count as deeply flawed and not reflective of the will of the Venezuelan people, according to a statement from the State Department. Earlier this year, the U.S. reimposed sanctions on Venezuela's oil and gas sector in response to the Maduro government's failure to conduct a fair election. Following the contested July 28 election, Venezuela suspended commercial flights to and from the Dominican Republic. In March 2020, the U.S. Department of Justice charged Maduro and 14 other current and former officials with narcoterrorism, drug trafficking, and corruption. There is a reward of up to $15 million for information leading to his arrest or conviction. The situation in Venezuela has significant implications for U.S. politics, as millions of Venezuelans flee the country, many crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. As of June 2024, 7.7 million people have left Venezuela, representing the largest displacement in the Western Hemisphere. We see these officials and the Maduro regime essentially exploiting the Venezuelan people for their own benefit, a U.S. official told VOSOX. You have people who can't even afford a loaf of bread while the president of Venezuela is flying around in a high-class private jet.